Hi loves, welcome to our wildest dreams. My name is Brittany Pollard and I am a hoodoo, an avarisha, and a road opening medium. And in this space, I help women liberate their bodies and imaginations through working with their own Ori, their higher self, so that you can get clear and confident in your destiny and manifest your wildest dreams. I provide meditations, tarot readings, and also spiritual practices and tools to help you get centered within yourself and filter out all the BS that you no longer need, okay? For this particular video, we are going to be doing our week ahead reading where I will pull 3 cards. You will tune in, figure out which card is calling to you and see what the message is in store. Now, this is a very special reading because it is on a Sunday, which is actually in the new moon of Sagittarius. Now, I do want to pause and say that the reading that I did last Sunday, I mentioned that the new moon was on Thursday. It wasn't. I don't know what, I actually do know what made me say Thursday because I was doing a new moon sound bath on Thursday and I had to just, like my dates got mixed up. So Sunday, 12/1, December 1st, it is the actual new moon in Sagittarius. And so I'll just briefly explain what new moons are. There will also be a new moon meditation specific for you to listen into and meditate on and add it to your ritual. But new moons are the times for us to plant seeds of intention, right? They are the time for us to really jot down what we wish to step into. And when the new moon falls into a specific sign, like the sign of Sagittarius, there are certain themes that are activated and amplified within that zodiac sign. So in short, trying to keep this really short, for Sagittarius, Sagittarius is a sign, it's a fire sign, right? It brings the heat. It is very bold, it is very fiery, it is very adventurous, it is very just free natured. If you think about a Sagittarius, they like to just do things at the whim of their own pleasure. And they don't like nobody to tell them nothing. Like they're like seekers, right? And so if we use this time to align with that energy and see where we might be able to bring some more of that passion and fire into our own lives, aligning with that Sagittarian energy, it can really help us cosmically push into that, okay? So also, I got my wall set up, y'all. The last few videos, it was kind of like weird and bare, but this actually isn't what we usually look like. This is actually very minimalist. I had a bunch of books and just spiritual tools up here. And my own higher self was like, girl, clear it out. Like, you're doing too much. I'm the queen of doing too much. So I'm trying to simplify, and this is what we see. Okay, so everything up here are things that I use. We have our wildest dreams candles here. I have the tarot deck that I love to use, which is the African tarot deck. That's what we'll be using for our reading. And then I have crystals up here, and then I also have my beautiful Palo Santo up here, which I will light as we get into this reading. And the beauty of Palo Santo is it brings in that beautiful, just good energy. So we're just gonna set the intention for only the greatest and good to be in our space, releasing any negative energies, any low vibrational entities from this space, and allowing me to be a channel, allowing my Ori to come online as we speak through these tarot cards. We give thanks for Palo Santo, we give thanks for this moment. We give thanks for this video, we give thanks for this opportunity. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, so our pick a card reading. This is going to be an energy that we can lean into during this next lunar cycle. Okay, we are at the start of the lunar cycle. This is when we set our seeds of intention. This is when we journal on what we want, what we wish to be, what we're curious about. You know, we're getting our adventure goggles on. We're putting on our adventure boots with this season, and with it also being the end of 2024, this Gregorian calendar year, it is a time for us to just start thinking about those things. Like, what do we want to bring into 2025? What do we want to, like, who do we want to become in 2025? What do we desire? Okay, All right, so as I shuffle, I'm gonna do 3 cards. We got 1 card that popped out first. There's another. Ooh, I like this one. Ooh, for those of you who get this one. All right. Beautiful. Okay. All right, so you are now going to pick 3 cards. Let's see, you'll see them this way. Okay. Here we go. Here you just tune into your read, whichever one your eyes are drawing to, whichever one your mind is saying, oh, pick that one, whichever one your intuition is kind of just like leaning you toward whatever you're feeling, go on and choose it. All right. So for my card 1, folks, you have the 9 of Wands. Now, wands are the energy of fire, which is beautiful because we are in a fire sign season. So this is going to be extra activated for you. With this particular card, so 9 is a number of completion, okay? So whatever you've been working toward, you need to finish it out and finish it strongly. I sense that this has been a really, really rough year for you. You've had a lot of challenges and a lot of battles this year that have kept you like they just got you down, and you're kind of questioning, was everything that you went through worth it? And what they're saying is, yes, it absolutely was. So do not give up the good fight now. Stay connected to yourself, stay connected to how you're moving, what you're doing. And also, if there's anything for you to release in this season, release any worries or limiting beliefs, or even actually release any doubts about if you are moving in the direction. They're saying whatever you are doubting, cast it to the side because it does not apply. You are right on the edge of what it is you want. There's greatness in your field, and so they're saying just keep going, keep pushing, stay active with it, keep your vision, keep your focus, because this is beautiful, everything that you have planted this year, all of these beautiful trees and seeds of opportunity you have planted this year are going to bloom in 2025. And understand that this is a part of the hero's journey, okay? None of us make it through the top of the mountain without first going through the valleys. So we have to understand that you've been going through a lot because it is crafting you, it is shaping you, and it is molding you into the person that is going to be able to hold all of those blessings that you have been praying for. So stay in tune, stay focused, stay working, keep your mind sharp, and work on, now this is something they're saying too, work on releasing any distractions that might be coming your way, because I also know it's a holiday season, you know, the time has changed, it's getting dark a little earlier, and that laziness and that procrastination is low-key creeping in, but they're saying don't let that get to you. Do not fall victim to that falsehood. They're just saying, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Do whatever you got to do. Take care of yourself physically, take care of yourself mentally, take care of yourself nutritionally so that you have the energy to finish out this year strong. Ooh. Okay, so my number 2s, you have the Chariot. The Chariot is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck, because this is a card of being about that action, okay? When we see the Chariot, it is also a time for us to work on mastering our mindset. It is a time for us to understand that we can move things around us using our intuition, using our just forethought and power of vision. It is being able to move using our subconscious, because if you look at the Chariot, this Chariot, there are no reins here, right? These move simply based off of intuition. And so what they're saying is whatever you want, you have to, of course, craft a vision for it, but you got to move in the direction and just know that it's coming toward you. that old outdated stuff no longer applies to you. You have to let those things go. And you have to, like, some of you might be physically moving. Some of you might be changing jobs, changing careers, changing hobbies, changing the way that you speak out into the world. You might be changing your the way you dress. There's movement that needs to happen, because right now you're kind of just like repeating the same cycle. They say you know you've come a ways, but right now you're in a space where you're going to also accelerate. So when we think about the Sagittarius new moon, we think about like that adventure side. They're saying get ready to adventure, honey. Grab that wheel, put that seatbelt on and lock in, because where you're going is going to be so beautiful, but you have to also develop the mindset to be able to control it all, okay? They're also saying that direction is way more important than speed. So even if you move slow with things, you moving, period, is what is important, and it's going to take you to where you need to go. Focus on your mindset, do what you can, and allow movement to be a blessing in your world. They're saying like we were created to move. That is what we were literally created to move. We move our breath all day long. We move our bodies all day long. Our thoughts move all day long. The things that we eat move all day long. The things that we do, you know, even as we're watching television, as you're watching me, you are moving. Movement is a part of life. It is how we grow, how we transform, how we keep the energy fresh. So they're saying lean into that truth. Do not stay stagnant. And for our number threes, I feel like this card came up last week too. So there's still some energy happening here. But the Page of Swords is our card for our number three. Anytime we see pages, we see new beginnings, which is beautiful for the end of the year. And with the Sagittarius season, I've been talking about like with Sagittarius season, where do you need a fresh start in your life, right? And this is one of the cards that signify fresh starts. It's the budding start to a change. And also Swords deals with the mental, deals with your thoughts. So it's funny because all these cards are kind of like saying the same things in different ways. But in what ways can you start to change your perspective on your life so that you can step into this next season, into 2025, in a more aligned connection version of you? What things are you repeating that do not necessarily align with you? You're just kind of going through them because it's what you know and what you're used to, but it's not helping you. Talk to me, y'all. There are cycles and habits that y'all are continuing to use that have been long outdated and are no longer necessary. Sharpen your mindset, craft it, be smart, use your intellect. Your intellect is really going to help you at this time. So, you know, usually we like to, you know, with these channels and with this stuff, we like to lean into like the spiritual side, but we cannot neglect the importance of intellectual stimulation and intellectual application. Thank y'all. Sit down, write it out, make a plan, research, understand where you're going, develop a map for yourself. Allow yourself to really dive into that cerebral side so that you can create the plan and trust that in the next phase, you'll be able to flow more with that intuition. Like there's intuition happening there, but also with intuition, we need to have like a detailed plan. Otherwise we can just like stay here spinning in it all day long. So yes, intellectual application is going to be your saving grace. Okay. All right. So that is our card pool. That was a really sweet card pull. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that reflection. Thank you, Ori, for that. And so, yeah, you know, with all of this, I invite you all to just take your time with it all. But intention is what matters the absolute most. Get into your space of meditation, get into your journaling. Like, of course, at the end of the year, the new year, there's going to be all these different classes and this, and that being offered. Sign up, take the time to learn, take the time to grow, take the time to reflect. I am getting ready to record a new moon meditation that'll also be up on the channel for y'all to add to your practice for tonight. And just tune in, you know, allow yourself to flow. Listen to the meditation, let it be a guide for you. But most important, journal and take your time, and then just start slowly moving in the direction of where you need to go. You know where you want to go, or even if you don't know where you want to go, you know where you don't want to be anymore. So even if that has to be your starting space, that's perfectly fine and beautiful, okay? You can start with what you no longer wish to take, and then start to clear that out so that you can get connected to what you wish you do, okay? Your Ori is always going to lead you into the most beautiful place. So tune in, activate your intuition, allow yourself to listen, and know that whatever you are sensing and feeling and connecting with and just feeling drawn toward is absolutely right for you, okay? All right, loves, that is it for this video. I'm going to hurry up and pop it up on this channel. All praises for the content creators who can do this stuff and stay up on it. Y'all are the bomb. Y'all are absolutely the bomb, because it be getting me. Like, I be wanting to get y'all the information, but good grief. So if you watch this video, thank you so much for tuning in. I adore you. Once again, my name is Brittany Pollard, and I'll see y'all next time. All right, bye.